Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anthony Williams, and I'm a member of the real famous Zeta Kappa chapter of Phi Beta Sigma. I'm a third-year student at the University of Florida. Go Gators! And welcome to my YouTube channel called Real Talk with Hustle and Flow. If you do not know, my name is Hustle and Flow, and here come my guest, Moriel Pitt.
I also go by the name Mo. I'm a fifth-year sociology major with a minor in communications and a former track runner here at the University of Florida, about to graduate at the end of the month. So.
We have some new uprising talent coming up after the break, and we're going to be talking about some relationships with Mo, the ups and downs and the beauty of it. Stay tuned.
Ready?
Y'all bloggers out now. It's your boy Tafari Nelson. It's a little song I made last semester. I hope y'all like it. Every time I see you, now I'm smiling, girl. I know you really miss me. Stop the crying, girl. Honestly, I miss you too, but I just hide it good. Cause when I say I'm good, the chances are I'm lying, girl. And yeah, I lie to you a whole damn lot, but not the way you think I mean it though. In the dark, I be hiding all my feelings, but now it's time to shine light on my demons. If the darkness takes over, can't know what I'm seeing. If I'm blind to what's real, what's the point of be breathing? You open my eyes, so now I got a reason to fight for this happiness. Now I believe it. Used to get annoyed when you call me like every second. I seen it as a blessing and smile on my face cause I'm dating my best friend. Now I'm learning my lesson. I got someone to be texting and I would never regret it. Truth is, I'm alone without you. Can't sleep cause it's cold without you. Lot of fish in the sea, not to me cause I know about you. Can't leave, I just won't without you. I don't know how to. Every time I see you, now I'm smiling, girl. I know you really miss me. Stop the crying, girl. Honestly, I miss you too, but I just hide it good. Cause when I say I'm good, the chances are I'm lying, girl. My baby, happy birthday. I miss you so bad, man, you're so far away. Wanna hold you in my arms, see the look on your face. Even though it's not said, think about you all day. Yeah, I know you're here to stay, girl, so just know I'm here to stay too. Cause I ain't going nowhere, this ain't a game, man. I was never here to play you. A princess to me now, cause I already saved you and made you my queen. While I never would degrade you, took Cupid's bow, pull it back and took aim through my heart. Now for you, I would catch a grenade, boo. Every time I see you, now I'm smiling, girl. I know you really miss me, stop the crying, girl. Honestly, I miss you too, but I just hide it good. Cause when I say I'm good, the chances are I'm lying, girl. So yeah, that's my song. The name is When I See You. I made it last semester for my girl birthday. Bless up, don't stress up. Tafari Nelson.
Welcome back. I'm Anthony Williams, aka Hustle and Flow, and I'm here with my guest, Moriel Pitt, aka Mo. So Mo, can you tell the audience a little bit about your background?
Well, I'm originally from Bimini, Bahamas. I moved to the States when I was like 11 or 12. Moved to Palm Beach, and kind of just was a normal kid. I just ran track in high school, like that was my thing. Running track, high school, 8th grade, middle school started. I just had to do whatever attitude in life, like whatever brought me happiness, whatever made me kind of propel myself. I always just look at challenges and want to take them. So.
Nice. So your experience at UF on the track team have been good, you would say?
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot of things that wasn't track related because we have a very good coaching staff, and running track honestly gives you the opportunity to meet so many different types of people and travel. So you start to see different aspects of life and how different people interact. And my coaches just kind of also taught me how to be a man. So my entire experience, I really wouldn't complain about it.
Okay, cool. So I've been going over some tweets and some relationship ideas, and I wanted to get your input on it. So, what's your intake on college relationships?
My intake on college relationships, I have the perspective of life that, like, basically, you shouldn't chase things. because I feel like people get into college and they feel like they got to get into a rush to either have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or they got to be in this serious relationship. But I feel like college is one of the times you explore yourself. So while exploring yourself, if you meet somebody that supports you, that is positive in your life, that's cool. Have a relationship, but don't stress it to the point where you start messing up in school and start losing track of your goals, because at the end of the day, everybody's still an individual, and we young adults in college. It's not like we 35 and stuff. So I think it is based off of your life and your experiences, but I don't think you should chase a relationship in college.
Okay. Well, I do notice a lot of people do get in relationships, but they don't go public. Why you think that happens?
I mean, well, I got two answers for you on that. So one reason, I know a lot of people feel like having public scrutiny in a relationship is something that kind of undermines it. And my belief behind that, honestly, is that it depends on how strong your connection is, like, and how you kind of present yourself in your relationship. A lot of people don't respect a lot of things anymore because of social media and because of all these other different platforms, because people literally will do one thing and still kind of step out and do all that negative crap behind their partner back. So I see why people would be scared to announce it and put it out there to the world, but it's one of those things that if you're proud of your girl or you're proud of your dude, like, you shouldn't care what anybody else thinks, and you shouldn't really let other people in that deep to your relationship, because at the end of the day, it's between y'all two. My other answer is, though, I mean, a lot of people just feel like they don't really know what the difference between relationship and talking is. So you ask a chick, oh, you talking to such and such? Oh yeah, but I'm in a. They kind of feel like they're in a relationship already. Like, talking isn't a relationship. Talking is getting to know somebody. So to a lot of dudes, they like, oh, I'm talking to you. I'm not committed though. Even though I'm doing all this stuff, I'm not committed. So they looking at it from that aspect, and it's like, well, yeah, we've been talking, but we ain't never make that next step. But there's certain expectations that people bring into relationships that I feel like cause that problem of confusion. Like, you don't really know where it's at, and oh, why am I not on your IG, bro? Why am I not in your Snapchat? Why are you scared to do this? Why are you scared? Like, why are you coming into the relationship worried about social media? If you coming into it as a relationship standpoint, you should handle your business, and so that both of y'all on the same page. And if that's not what you're looking for, you should be out.
Okay. So coming back to the talking stage, if you are talking to someone, how many people are you allowed to talk to, or are you just focusing on that one person? Well, not you in general, but should someone focus on one person they're talking to, or branch out? Because you can't call somebody the best thing that happened to you if they like the only person you gave a chance. That's what I heard. But like, what do you think?
I mean, honestly, like, in general, I feel like it's all about understanding. Like, me personally, like, if I'm talking to somebody and it's that respect there and it's that understanding that, like, we're really trying to get to know each other, spending time with each other, I don't feel the need to go find somebody else. Honestly, I'm real chill like that. Like, I'm laid back. That's not everybody, though. Like, everybody haven't had the opportunities to meet all these people and see all this different stuff. So you get excited. You don't want to be tied down the moment you meet a good girl. You just kind of want to look around and do all that stuff. But I feel like the proper way to go about figuring that out is you just be honest and have an understanding with a person. Because if they can't understand how you feel in the talking stage, relationship never gonna work. Because y'all ain't really gonna see eye to eye. Like, even if it's on some, this makes them feel uncomfortable. Well, if you care about that person or not, you converse about it, and then you make a decision whether you want to stick to what you feel is right, or you want to kind of cater to their needs or maybe their insecurities about stuff. So I think it's just based on understanding. Like, if somebody know what it is and know what level you at, it's not really that big of a deal to them if you're talking to somebody else, because they don't see nobody else as competition. They just see it as a friendship developing, and we might have a bond possibly, but not everybody got that understanding. Like, that's a fact.
Okay, you just brought up when you got a good girl. So can you explain to me the difference between a good girl and a bad girl, or women?
I got you. I'm gonna break it down. And for me, this is the way I look at it. I feel like people are inherently good. Like, I think the world just messes them up. So I wouldn't say a good girl is perfect and has all that crap together. I would never say that. But a good girl is somebody you see potential in. So for me, if I see the potential in you to be creative, beautiful, make me smile forever, you a good girl to me. If you a bad girl, that means that our morals and values are not on the same point, and I can't see that potential in you. It may be something just physical. That don't make you a bad person, but for me, you're not a good girl for me. Like, you can be a good girl for somebody else. It's all about perception, man. It's all about the way you look at it. And I feel like if it was meant for everybody to be with everybody, we would all just be clones and stuff. Like, it's just obvious. Like, you're gonna meet somebody, be attracted to them. You may find out some stuff about them that's not comfortable. Like, it doesn't make you comfortable at all. But they're not a bad person. Or they may be in a different stage of life than you, and it's just a misunderstanding. But a good girl is a girl that lines up with your morals and values. It's not even about looks. It's not about what her dreams are and stuff. Because at the end of the day, being in a relationship or talking to somebody, you want to develop something, right? Being in a relationship, it becomes a pillar situation where she can lean on you, you can lean on her, and you trust it. If you get into a situation and you don't even trust the dude when they talking to you, like, of course you're gonna be paranoid your whole relationship. And if you go into a situation where a girl got dudes, oh, you feel some type of way and you don't trust her, how you gonna have a relationship? You gotta have trust.
So you had a good girl before, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And I heard you like Big Sean. That's one of your favorite rappers.
Yeah.
Have you ever lost a good girl though?
Yeah.
So when you lose a good girl, don't you need a bad girl to make it up? Like,
I mean, man,
what's a bad girl now? I need to know what's a bad girl.
A bad girl is like, I ain't even going sugarcoat it. A bad girl is a shorty you meet in the club. You ain't really even, you just know she fine. You ain't really worried about too much. You just know she fine. Like, you ain't really worried about what happens in 2 weeks with next week. You just know that you think she physically attractive and you just on it. And at that time, that works out if you have an understanding with that person. That's where people get hurt though, kind of like when they don't understand how you're looking at the situation. Then you get into those predicaments where some people get hurt while you don't even feel like you did anything, but it's because you didn't see eye to eye.
So out of your time at UF, have you run into more good girls or more bad girls?
I mean, for me, man, honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100. For me, and my style and my personality and my beliefs and stuff, I ran into more bad girls. Like, and it's simply just off of the fact that the place I usually am in my life and the things that I'm dealing with and I'm struggling with, they kind of won't really understand that. They just look at me and may see a light-skinned dude, or they may see something that attracts them to me, but I don't think they really see my personality. So when for me a bad girl is somebody that you keeping it shallow, then we gonna keep it real shallow and we gonna stay at the physical. I'm not gonna, if this all you worried about is how I'm smiling at you and stuff, and you're not really getting deep with me, you're not really trying to connect with me on a mental level, I'm sorry. Like, that's just how it's gonna go. The good girls, I mean, they there though. That's obvious they there.
Yeah, I believe you. But for the women on UF, because it's not that many black women on campus, but do you feel like they are slept on, like with their beauty, their presence? Because from my perspective, I thought I seen a lot of educated black women out there on their grind, but some rumors in the air, I heard that some of them ain't loyal. How you feel about that?
What turns a good girl bad? Getting messed up, right? So a lot of people, bro, like a lot of girls in particular, they like, even when they meet a dude, whatever them dudes did before, that's automatically on you. So you gotta fix all that. So when you run into a situation like that, you could be a good girl all you want. Yeah, you been hurt, but you shouldn't project that. If you expect somebody to not look at you the same way, like, and just be like, oh, these are my past, and I'm gonna bring it into this relationship, or I'm gonna project it onto you, like, I think that's honestly the issue here, for the most part. It's like the black community is so small, so like, you know somebody that talked to her. And people don't, the things that attract girls to some dudes here is kind of the issue. Like, they fall into the trap of searching for that, he about to make this money, or he a part of this organization, or all these girls want him, so I'm gonna get him. So I feel like, I'm gonna be real with you, I feel like in a lot of cases, it's good to network, it's good to socialize and stuff, but at the same time, you can't get lost in that mess. Like, you gotta still, like I said, you gotta use this time to find yourself. Like, what your friends like shouldn't always be what you like. What your organization trying to do shouldn't just be the only thing you got going on. Like, people get so caught up in being a part of groups, and they only really see inside the group. Like, they not looking outside of that. So when you deal with somebody on a personal level, away from their group, away from your comfort zone, and they messed up as a person, yeah, they're a messed up person. But at the same time, you have to take responsibility for making the decisions that you did. So, like, the girls here on UF campus, beautiful. Black women, beautiful. I mean, but everybody got issues. So at the end of the day, I got my issues. I don't believe in, like, baggaging it into another relationship or into another situation. Like, but that's just me.
So in college coming up, like, you've been with somebody for 2-3 years of college and it's time to graduate, how do you think that should play out? You think people should go their separate ways or try to sacrifice for another person? What would you do?
Look, I'm going to keep it G. If I've been with you for 2-3 years, I'm not the type of person to look at a situation and be like, oh, well, I have a job opportunity here and you have a job opportunity there. It's not going to work. My parents, like, they kind of taught me what real love is, and real love is a friendship and support regardless of what's going on, regardless of how you feel, the physical aspects to it. Because the thing is, if you find a strong like emotional connection with a person that really gets you, I don't think you should jump to just ditching it. Like, and even though, yeah, life happens, people go their separate ways, it's really about where you choose to be and what you choose to do. So a lot of times people be like, oh, I'm gonna sacrifice it. Man, you shouldn't even look at it as a sacrifice. If you're looking at it as a sacrifice, don't do it. If you gotta think about it too much, don't do it. But I know for a fact, I'm with you for 2-3 years, and then, oh, it's time to graduate. Oh, we gonna figure it out. We gonna make it work. Like, I done met couples that's been together for 25 years, married. Man, they started off in different states, different countries. So it's like, for my perception of distance and like getting caught up in a bubble, and it's just, you gotta know who you are, you gotta know who's there for you, and you just gotta hold on to them values. Just because you moved away from home don't mean your mom ain't gonna be your mom no more, right? So if you seeing that person as a long-term investment, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's facts.
Okay. So do you have like a favorite quote, like, or saying, lyric, something that you connect with a lot? Can you like let us know what it is?
I mean, honestly, I'm a quote person. Like, I'm one of those people that I see a lot of quotes and it means a lot more to me than most people, because I do believe in stuff past the material and the physical. So when I listen to music like Big Sean, and I am a uber Drake fan, they ain't gonna flex on it. A lot of the music that's introspective and based in your emotions, I feel like correlates well when you make those quotes. Like, if somebody say it and they ain't never went through nothing, or they trying to be hard, you ain't gonna believe them. But one of my favorite quotes, honestly, is from my dad, man. If you can't do nothing about it today, there's no point in worrying about it. That goes for relationships, that goes for work, that goes for school, that goes for life. Like, my dad sleep through hurricanes. Like, we had a situation where we was back in the Bahamas, window broke, boom, oh man, I'm freaking out. My brother like, dang. My mom like, ooh. My dad sleep. Be like, Dad, the window broke. I mean, I can't do nothing till the storm is over. If you go try to fix something in the middle of a storm, what's gonna happen? You could risk injury, right?
You right.
So, relationships we talking about. You go ahead and try to do that in a relationship. Go ahead and try to talk to somebody when they dumb hot, when they irrationally hot. It doesn't matter what sense, what logic you bring to the situation. You gonna end up hurt by accident, even if they not trying to hurt you. I had to learn that the hard way in life. Like, it's not up to you. It's up to God. It's up to whatever faith you believe in. You just have faith in the situation. Like, things always work out the way they're meant to work out. So, stressing about it, crying about it, yeah, we feel bad about this now, but time heals all wounds, right? So if it's meant to be, it's gonna come back around. If it's not, time gonna heal it for me.
Well, thank you. There you have it. Let's talk relationships with Moriel Pitt, aka Mo.